Hello, 5 o'clock in the morning, maybe a little bit more. Um, Let me talk you about the Ukraine Iceland situation, Snake Island. So the Russians left the island, as they say. The Ukrainians claim that they won the battle for the island. But let us think in the broader perspective and outside the box. Being me, a guy that with my brother we have developed real or simulations of warfare games in which even learned Russian, and we use the platforms and such with all the parameters and the factors. Some people, and they are informed by intelligence guys and such military experts. We have the Austrian military doing an analysis of the battles. We can see the positions in the map, how the Russians are surrounding Lysychansk. Anyway, to one expert, or to one, let me call him an expert, he doesn't understand. He doesn't understand why they would give up that, or that island somehow. Well, to me, and to a lot of people, islands are carriers that don't think, carriers that don't think, unsinkable, not unthinkable of the thinking process, unsinkable carriers. So if islands are unthinkable carriers, how would that make sense? Well, unless you retreat from Snake Island to hit it or attack it with a tactical nuke, with a small radius of a tactical nuke by itself, with a much small blast radio and radiation radio than a strategic nuke. The world will officially go into a declared World War III. I have noticed that some elements even of the Portuguese military weren't present in, well, somewhere where I expected them to be. So maybe they are deployed in those 300,000 men on the frontiers of Russia and in the Baltic. Now, if Russian launched a tactical nuke, let's assume that people and governments can even fight wars directed by others. So, if Snake Island were hit by a tactical nuke, maybe Ukraine would surrender, maybe World War III would start, or maybe, as the conditions are now, and we have to think that we are going to start to have water problems with droughts and such. So I would say that Snake Island is a probable target in my view, for a tactical nuke. When we think outside the box, we can think that we can think that maybe World War II with the Nazis. What if World War II was in fact promoted and financed by the same? What if some Jews, or what if some satanic, I would not say Jews because this would go into anti-Semitism and such. What if some satanic evil was promoting the fight? Some fights and some wars are legitimate or illegitimate. You have the right to self-defense. Anyway, think about this. The world would go into a collapse. A world war would start officially, frowned on, with the forces of NATO trying to enter Russia in a complete different scenario than what was painted to us during the Cold War, in which we were taught to fear the Russian invasion, and somehow with a probable justification. But think about this. The markets would collapse. It would be the Great Reset. Now em português. Ok, imaginem isto. Portanto, aquela ilha da cobra, chamada Snake Island, foi dita perdida pelos russos para os ucranianos. Agora imaginem o seguinte. Imaginem que isso foi propositado e que de facto aquela ilha será o alvo, ou poderá ser o alvo de uma bomba nuclear tática, uma bomba de pequeno raio de ação, etc. Se nós olharmos para aquilo que faz sentido ou não faz sentido, isso faria de certa forma sentido. As ilhas são porta-aviões não afundáveis. Lançávamos ali os russos lançavam ali uma nuclear tática. O mundo entrava completamente em colapso e caminhávamos para a The Great Reset, o grande reset da nova ordem mundial. É provável. É uma ideia. Porque é que eles, qual a razão, diziam peritos militares, e há peritos militares a analisarem o conflito todos os dias, porque aquilo teria acontecido? Essa é uma possível explicação. Para lançar e aumentar o caos, exatamente numa altura em que a humanidade parece começar a respirar mais ou menos livremente, estilo pós-pandemia. É pensar nisso. A explicação em inglês está mais completa, mas isto é uma suspeita apenas. Talvez aquela ilha seja uma armadilha, porque seria um bom sítio, perdoem-me a dureza das palavras, para lançar uma nuclear tática.